button. Let's wave. Yeah, we're gonna go in our travel garb for the moment. I'm gonna explore this in a different way than I have before, but today's goal in general over the next couple of portions of this play are going to be to work my way through this tower. So I think exile holding cells, that's where I want to come in from. Yeah. And then we come out into this normalish area here. We're actually getting fire. From above, we're getting. Can I actually? I cannot. That takes him down pretty easily. And we're forced to roll. Brave warrior and an effigy. Now, we have a wee bit of an advantage here. Because I know what we're about to get attacked by. So, pretty much by necessity, we need to get rid of this guy. I'm actually hoping this is all the dogs, too. Because if it's not, we could be in a world of trouble. Yep, there he is. Yeah, we're gonna let our stamina regenerate. Yeah, that combo, let me tell you. Twinkling Titanite. Now we destroy that tower. And I actually did choose this path deliberately because I knew that it would actually give us a little bit more desirable path through here. So yeah, in taking the path we've taken, we clear out a very dangerous pursuer encounter. And we get another Estus shard. The dogs on this side have despawned. So, as such, they're not a threat.
I ought to fillet.
I'm actually curious. You need Twinkling to,
Be gone.
It's a good armor. It really is. We're gonna go and, return this shard.
Is that a shard you to see? However,
You can have that. Level ups cost about 6 grand now. What are we? Yeah, we don't have much in the way of souls, actually. Back to Macduff's workshop. We'll work from there. And almost certainly, I think I'm going to want some more arrows.
Fillet.
So I'm going to buy like 100 more.
Flame.
2 for 1. Now, with the pursuer dead, thankfully we don't. I really don't need to worry about being attacked by it again. Well, we do, but not in this area. That was a bad attack. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna want to light these sconces as I go. It's just a quirk I have, so. Yeah, bear with me. To yeah, hit him and him. Flame butterflies. Two of them things. But yeah, I was gonna say about what I'm working on, which Dark Souls series, Dark Souls 2. This is gonna start uploading on YouTube. Kind of approaching the end of March. Or April, not March. What am I saying? We're in April now. I started Dark Souls throughout the month of March. But once we cross over into May, there's a modded version of Dark Souls I'm playing, Daughters of Ash, that will start uploading to YouTube as well. Oh! I'll pop this life jump. Sullivan Nameless. But yeah, since I'm playing the mod on PC and I don't actually have a dedicated streaming rig for the PC, the quality is going to be a little bit lower. I apologize for that. It is completely unavoidable, in truth. Fatty. But yeah, like, anytime I've, like, ramped up the bitrate, it's just, overloaded the encoder when I'm playing on PC. Ooh. Wanderer set. And actually, that is new. A hood for the roving type, light sturdy leather made for long. Oh, we've already given it a read then, haven't we? It's another Wanderer set. Yeah, anyway. Yeah. Another lovely thing to learn from Dark Souls, you never want to go through the front door. Yeah, I almost got jumped on there. Or done so without ever looking behind me. Soul of a Nameless and Green Blossom. Yeah. I see you. Alright, so we have a ladder going up. twin blade. And these are supposed to be pretty good weapons. A twin blade fashioned from a rare Guy steel designed for high-ranking Drangleic knights, hence the decorative design. Guy steel equipment is of the finest make, but Guy steel is so rare, very few of these weapons were actually used in combat. Parrying dagger. This dagger is intended for parrying. Accomplishes for forever out of reach for those who constantly fear failure. A true warrior hones his body and mind and appears far beyond immediate hardship. And we're going to equip that. Try key and then attacking. Bone staff. Staff created with or crafted with animal bones, a catalyst for sorceries and hexes. Properly trained sorcerers receive the first staff from their master after reaching a certain level of accomplishment. Those without proper training must devise something of their own making. And I don't think we have a lockstone in inventory yet. Well, I know where to get one. Assuming I haven't already purchased one. Illusion, ahead, and short try. Oh. I know what that's for. Shortcut ahead. Yeah, I think they'll make reference to the illusory wall down there. Okay. Yeah, we don't actually want to jump out. That won't place us very, very well. So, yeah, we can't do anything but continue on, really. All we can do. Wilted Dusk Herb. Wilted and faded stock of Dusk Herb restores a great deal of spell uses. Dusk Herb in bloom works wonders, but will wilt in the blink of an eye. Needless to say, finding such an herb is of the utmost difficulty. And we have to go up. I'm used to doing this the other way and coming down. Try jog. I think they're saying to jog to that. Yeah. Bonfire aesthetic. That makes me glad I went to grab it. there we go. Helpful tip. I should definitely go and rate that message. Yeah, rate. Be wary of item, but try rolling. So we come in here. Bam! Yeah, this is actually the thing, is that your first look at the item is usually from down in this room, if you don't go through the wharf. I've never actually taken this path to it before. And these guys have actually been significantly gimped in aggressiveness from the original game. That door is locked. Yeah, he's actually gonna... It's very, very bad. And you kill that guy by bastard sorting into him. Just slam onto him. He just blows himself up. Whoa. Yeah, that door opens somewhere else. Pointless, and then tears. Yeah, that's usually your first illusion ahead. And now we're switching weapons mostly out of necessity. Oh, that wall itself is the illusion. Green blossom. Yeah, more fun. Yeah, this weapon is less powerful, but it does have the advantage of attacking quicker than the bastard sword. Yeah, once you know what attacks you, it's not It doesn't really surprise you anymore. Bracing knuckle ring. Okay, that just leads back in there. I think I've actually reached the end of what I can explore going the way that I have. Flame butterfly and a torch. And if you hug this, it'll actually take you to this previously unreachable item. Fill of a brave warrior and a golden wing shield, and then just jump back down. We're gonna go back to Majula and see what we can do. We have 22 effigies. I just want to check things betwixt very, very quickly. It shouldn't take more than a minute. Oh yeah. There is very much still a statue there.
You?
Yeah, I'll buy each one. Cost almost all the souls I had.
Thank you.
I never read the description of the bracing knuckle ring either. Oh, it slows equipment degradation. Knuckle ring worn by Roy the Explorer slows equipment degradation. Expensive flashy gear will not always make life easier for you. Sometimes you just need tried and true equipment to last the long haul. So, yeah, we'll take this from Macduff's workshop. Nothing seemed overly challenging. Yeah, it actually does. This sword is holding up a lot better now. Although, I think now, it is actually necessary to switch back to the bastard sword, simply to because it strikes into more things. Yeah, we actually. He hangs out there. And he just kind of runs around like an idiot. Oh, that's awkward. Alright. We'll drop in our Ferrous Lockstone. Single hit, and then I'll just open her up. Soul Vessel. Oh, that's not even my first. I would consider that a worthwhile get though. Yeah, now we're gonna track to this bonfire, which I need to use my fragrant branch of yore for. I'm not entirely ready to go that way just yet. I mean, I absolutely could, but not actually going to just yet.
Still a bit stiff, I'm afraid. I must thank you, young traveler. I am Strayed, a wandering sorcerer of sorts. I've been a guest for a very long time, but I don't think that anybody will miss me. Very good. Very good indeed. Cursed one, weak you may be, but I, Strayed, will teach you my spells.
We'll learn his gesture, Muck. Lingering Dragon Crest Ring, Agape Ring. Rogue Waters, and then he knows all kinds of pyromancy, miracles, sorceries, and hexes. He also functions as a boss soul trader. So yeah, I'm just all kinds of and you can do heavy homing with the ruined sentinel soul.
Oh, how long was I sat petrified? Long enough for the old kingdom to have crumbled, I see. Why didn't anyone wake me sooner? Drang Lake. I've never heard the name. Is that what they call this place now? Very good. Very good indeed. The cursed ones were imprisoned within this land. Of course, you came of your own free will. The people feared the cursed ones like a plague. Some people would rather keep dreadful things out of sight, out of mind. In the end, they swept them up and corralled them here. So very typical of meek minds, don't you think? Once people became aware of their own frailty, they seized anybody they found undesirable, cursed or no, and impounded them here. Whoever posed even the slightest threat was removed, all so that they could sleep better at night. They even turned the great Straight into a stone. Many kingdoms rose and fell on this tract of earth. Mine was by no means the first. Anything that has a beginning also has an end. No flame, however brilliant, does not one day splutter and fade. But then, from the ashes, the flame reignites, and a new kingdom is born, sporting a new face. It is all a curse. And it is your cursed flesh that will inherit the flame. Pyromancy was created by the ancient witch of fire. She harnessed the power of flame and melded it into pyromancy. The witch led her daughters into war against the Old Ones. But legends are legends. What are you prepared to believe? Oh, how long was I sat petrified? Long enough for the old kingdom to have crumbled, I see. Why didn't anyone wake me?
Alright. That's a huge lore dump. Actually, this Pursuer Ultra Greatsword kind of interests me. Ultra Greatsword of the Pursuer, known as the mightiest of the straight swords, it demands great strength and dexterity of its wielder. The Pursuer hunts down those branded by the curses for each undead soul that he claims will atone for one of his sins. I'm just seeing if I can find the sword. Yeah, it does actually eventually gain A strength scaling. 390 base damage. That is not bad. Warp sword, a curved sword from the soul of the flexile sentry, one straight but later twisted to reflect its warped owner. Sentry crammed inmates of the flowing Bastille onto a rickety ship and cast them out to the open sea. The majority of them drowned or starved, but a few hardy survivors made land to the south, imparted their knowledge of sorcery to the people there. I mean, there is an incredible amount of stuff to read here, and
Feeble cast. Let's hope.
we will. This is not the last time we're going to be seeing Strayed, so I am not particularly worried about never coming back to read the rest of those. He blew himself up. We'll slam on him. And him. And he just blows himself. Nope, I was wrong. Alright. We actually need to teleport to finish our exploration. So we are going to the servant quarters, and this should allow us to finish. And I think what I'll do is I'll just come back in the next part and start reading Strayed stuff. Alright, I'm gonna... Another pursuer fight. There's so little room down here. Now that swipe is just easy to dodge. That attack, not quite as much. Another 6,600 souls. Alright, so we're just gonna... Oh, we're fat rolling. Why are we... Oh, the bracing knuckle ring and the parrying sword took us over the top. Priest chime. So yeah, we'll just make a mental note because it's literally right next to this bonfire. So we won't need to miss it. Large wooden club, not an elegant weapon by any means, but a beastly thing with plenty of weight, easy to break, a shielded defense. No poison, just straight up A scaling. I actually should like make notes of my own so that I don't forget where I've been or where I need to go or things like that. Alright, through this door. Be wary of that. Bastille key. Opens cells of the Lost Bastille. I'm just curious about that. There's so many items and keys that it's hard to one near. Okay. Well, we'll think about the implications. Okay. That's death. Okay. Here's a sticking point before. So, yeah, we don't. Don't give up, skeleton. Yeah, but yeah. So we've been here. So we know where that path leads now. And yeah. So I'm just. That is certainly death. So we'll just come down here. Flame butterflies. Yeah. We're not going to the ground because we've already been all over down there. Okay. I mean, I'm actually not. Yeah, I think I'm fine with the way this all turned out. Yeah, alright. Oh, but just a few more things, really. So that goes down. And that should just, yeah, just kills him. Okay. I want to teleport to the exile holding cells. Okay. That's just so I can recheck these doors to see if any of them open. I think there might have been one that actually had a functioning. We're gonna go down real quick here and. I mean, I think we have it all covered, but I'm just double checking everything. That's different. So the ship is on this side. I'm just curious about moving the elevator. And that almost certainly kills us on contact. And we'll call it back down. There is a hidden area. I'm going to require some out-of-the-box thinking to reach. Alright, so door opens. But now we run out of the cage and we do that. Scimitar and repair powder. Yeah, that's very cool. And then you just ride the elevator back up. So yeah, as far as I know, that was the only thing we needed to. Oh, yeah, we actually have to step off of the contraption to. Alright, so. Two more things, and then we will. Then we can call this area explored. That doesn't actually serve any function though. But if you never figured this out, that gives you access to both the blacksmith and the bonfire at this point. So it's worth showing just for that reason alone. And then we'll head into to Strahd's cell now. And just kill these guys. They're basically a bunch of free souls. The steel key actually opens this door. Petrified dragon bone. Large petrified bone reinforces equipment made from special souls, commonly called dragon bone, but the veracity of the name is questionable. In any case, the petrified bone houses great power. I don't think we picked up anything else that we haven't read. That gets you through the door that standard way. And we're going to just teleport to Majula and bow there. Alright guys. Next time, Sinners Rise.